Hi, my name is Mary Grindley, and my husband and I are missionaries to Botswana, Africa. We first sensed the call of God to Botswana in 1994, and we actually moved here in 1996. We're involved in church planting, leadership training, and we also have several community projects reaching out to the needy of Botswana. But it's our honor and our privilege to serve the Lord here, and I'd like to share a little bit this morning with you about Children of Promise Orphan Center. The vision and the burden in our hearts to build this orphan center was birthed in the 1990s. Just shortly after we arrived in Botswana, we were invited to a funeral. And when we went to the cemetery, we saw that there were 25 little holes dug in anticipation that there would be that many babies dying and being buried on that weekend, as well as several adult holes dug in anticipation of that many burials. Some of you may not know that HIV/AIDS is in an epidemic proportion here in Botswana, and there's a very high population of HIV/AIDS, and it's resulted in a large number of orphans in the country. And the Botswana people have a desire to take care of their own, and the extended family has done a wonderful job here of taking care of the orphans, but the problem has become so big that the families are too far extended. And so while we were at the cemetery that day, walking around and looking at the ages of the people in those graves, we saw that there was an 18-year-old, there was a 23-year-old, there was a 25-year-old, a 30-year-old, an 11-year-old. And I began to weep. And the Lord put a burden in my heart and said, we must do something about this. And that's how the burden for Children of Promise Orphan Center was birthed in our heart. The Orphan Center is located in a village about 30 minutes from Selebi-Phikwe, the city that we live in, and it's designed to build 20 orphan homes. So when the center is complete, we will care for 240 orphans full-time. Right now, we're in the process of building the homes, and the homes must be built and inspected before we can be licensed. So we're busy trying to get these first orphan homes built and equipped so that we can get licensed. It's a growing burden in our heart to take care of orphans full-time. So some of our present needs are our first orphan home is complete, and our second orphan home, we are now working on the inside. We still need a refrigerator, we still need the cook stove, and we still need to equip the entire house with curtains and towels and cutlery and pots and pans and blankets and things like that. As we've prayed over the years for the Orphan Center, what the Lord has shown me is that some of these children at the Orphan Center are going to be as arrows in the hand of the Lord, that they're going to be a mighty voice for the Lord in this country. So it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of that. We ask your support and your prayers for these children that will be raised up in this orphan center. We actually have 3 phases in the orphan center. It's to build the orphan homes, but then we also have vocational training that we'll offer when the children get older and they're ready to go out on their own. And also, it's in our heart's desire to build a Christian school, so we can give them a good Christian education, and we can also open up the school to people within that village so that the people of the village will also be benefited by it. God bless you. Thank you for your time. We love you.